So today we're talking about taking a long form YouTube video. This particular example is one that's getting a lot of traction right now, and it's a little bit older video. So we're going to take this video, we're going to pull snippets out of it using ChatGPT. Now, this has always been one of my biggest challenges, is going through videos that I watch. I don't like watching the videos that I do necessarily. And I get bored to death going through transcripts and trying to figure out, okay, take this snippet between this time, and let's turn that into a short or a reel or a TikTok video. Well, I'm going to show you how to make this so crazy simple using ChatGPT that it's almost a no-brainer. So this is not going to be a long video, but there's going to be a lot of information. There's going to be a lot of information that I'm going to share, and I know this is going to just absolutely launch you into the next into the stratosphere with this particular strategy. So let's take a look at what the experiment is today. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to demonstrate how to pull snippets with timestamps from a long form video using ChatGPT 4. Now, I didn't try this with an earlier version, but simply the nature of what we're doing, we're potentially putting a lot of data into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT 4 allows for more data input than the previous version. So if you're trying to do it and it says that your characters have exceeded the limit for ChatGPT, you might want to look at the drop-down box and make sure that you're using 4, because that is that is the most current one, and that's the one that that will accommodate I think up to 25,000 characters or words, something like that. It's significantly more than 3.5. So there are basically 5 steps to snippet success here. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to copy the transcript from YouTube, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So we don't have to take our video and get it transcribed. We're just going to use the auto transcription and the timestamps from YouTube. Then what we're going to do is we're going to create a prompt in ChatGPT, and I'll give you that exact prompt. We're going to paste the prompt. We're going to paste the transcript into the ChatGPT, and essentially it's going to give us a list of snippets, and we're going to go through and we're going to choose which one we want. And then all you have to do is put those on a document, send it to a VA for editing, and you've got yourself a handful of snippets. So let's see exactly how this works. So let's start with the prompt. So the prompt is, please provide 5 options for catchy snippets pulled from the attached transcript. Please keep snippets under 5 seconds. Okay, that's not right. It's 55 seconds. So this is funny because this is a typo that I did, and I got a bunch of snippets that were 5 seconds long. So what I'm actually going to show you is 55 seconds. So that's really funny that that typo shows up there. Because I tried that and I was like, hey, why are these things all like 3 seconds long? And then I noticed it and I went in there and I updated it. And it says, include, please keep snippets under 55 seconds, because I'm thinking YouTube Shorts here. If you're on social platforms, that's great, but I'm a big promoter of being found on Google and YouTube, and being found on Google and YouTube also means you're going to be found with ChatGPT and these AI natural language engines that are attached to search engines. So that's really what we're focusing on. So that's 60 seconds. It has to be 60 seconds or less. We're doing it in 55 seconds. So okay. So let's take a look at, actually the most important thing. Let's look at how do we get this transcript. So if you see right here in the lower right-hand corner, if you click those 3 dots, it says show transcript. Now you're going to take that transcript and you're going to copy that transcript. And then we're going to take that transcript and we're going to paste that in to ChatGPT like you see here. So our prompt is on the top and we're pasting our transcript underneath, and there are our snippets. Now, you can't really read those snippets, so I'll kind of give you an example of what it produced for us this time. So snippet one was from 33 seconds to 1 minute and 2 seconds. So what is that, 32 seconds? So FHA requires when you're buying a 3 to 4 unit multifamily, the building and the rents have to pass a self-sufficiency test. Yes. I mean, I guess I should have mentioned or talked about, we're talking about multifamily purchases. This is a really, really big topic right now. It's a growing trend. I actually just put some guidance out and some statistics in the second opinion loan officer community. If you're not in the community yet, you'll see a link below that you can use in the details or the description to join the community. So I did a detailed video on how to attack this topic. And this particular video is a video that Chad did. I guess it was August of 2022. And over the past few months, it's really been gaining a ton of traction. So that's the whole reason why we're doing this, is because that video that we're doing the transcript, that we're doing these snippets for, had almost 500 views. Actually, it was like 487 views or something like that in the last 30 days, with spending more than 6 minutes. Now, this is the blog post that they're doing. That's not just the video. They're on the blog post. So we transcribed the video. Pasted it as a blog post on Find My Way Home. And that's what's getting all the traffic. YouTube is getting a ton of traffic too. So there's timestamp number one. That one's actually not bad. That's a really good timestamp there, or that's a really good snippet. That's probably going to pull people towards the long form video. Let me see the next one. Now, with rates in a more traditional range, we have to more importantly analyze a few things. It's not passing the test a lot of times, so we have to be very careful if you're shopping. If you know you can pass the test, if you're going to pass the test, whether or not you should even place an offer on a property. I don't know if I would keep that one. It's a little bit hard to understand. I mean, remember, this thing isn't smart. But it's good. So probably wouldn't use that one. But then again, maybe I would, because I don't know what the hell it means. So I'll probably want to go back and find out what this test is, and determine whether or not I should even place an offer on a property. So it might be a good short. Here's the third one. For the other 2 units, we're going to have to use one of 2 things. If they're currently leased, we need to use what the tenant is paying. There's no way in the world when you add 800. So this one's interesting because it definitely opens the door. I don't know what the heck they're going to be talking about. I mean, I know, because I do this for a living. But the consumer is probably not going to know, and they might look. Snippet number 4. Now, if the person was in a lease and they're now a tenant at will, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what that lease said 3 or 4 years ago, because they're a tenant at will. We can use market rents. The perfect scenario is they're all vacant. Great. We can use market rents, but that doesn't usually happen. That's not bad either. And then, okay, this says snippet 1. It's actually snippet 5. You need to focus exactly what our rents are times 75%, and that number has to minimally cover what your mortgage payment is. So it's basically talking about the self-sufficiency test. Man, that is also a really good snippet. The last thing that I want to share with you here is, if you don't like the snippets, you've got this little button down here at the bottom that says regenerate. regenerate answers. So what I actually did is I went through there and I said, okay, well, give me 5 more. And I clicked the regenerate answers button on the bottom. So anytime you get a result with ChatGPT, it'll ask you if it wants to regenerate the response and give you another option. And so that's what I did. If you don't like those 5, or if you want more, then you can just take those. You can take those and just regenerate the answers and find another 5. I mean, I think that video was only about 4.5 minutes long. So to get 5 or 10, less than 60-second snippets out of it is pretty robust. You probably don't need that many. So bottom line, this is going to help you repurpose like a rock star. So you take your videos, you run it through ChatGPT, you take your snippets, you list those snippets with the timestamps, you send it to a virtual assistant, either on Fiverr, Updesk, or even find a student. Find a student that's really good with technology and they're really good on social media. Why not? You can go to a local community college and hire somebody to be a marketing intern. That's a really smart thing to do. Or maybe you just have a friend or a neighbor that has a teenage kid that is really, really good at sweeten these things up. Now, what they're going to have to do is they're going to take your vertical video, or they're going to take your horizontal video, and they have to convert it into a vertical format. And then they can create shorts, reels, TikTok videos, and then they just add it to a Google Drive that you have access to. And then all of a sudden, a day or two later, you have a Google Drive folder full of all of these finished shorts. So now you can go and you can just start publishing them on all of the platforms. So that's it in 15 minutes or less. I think that's a new record for me. That's pretty short. It's a lot of information, but man, this is really good. I'll put the prompt down in the description so you can see exactly what it is. If you have any questions at all about this, also, if you're curious about what we do here at Find My Way Home on the Expert Network, both Chad is on the Expert Network and David Zai here is on the Expert Network. You can go to mlo.expert. I've got a cool white paper there. We're going to invite you to our Second Opinion Loan Officer community, where it's a bunch of content creators, and I share a lot of content ideas. And then you'll be able to just stay in touch with what we do. Ultimately, what we do as a business is we help create these videos for you. All of these videos are done through our platform. We're posting them on Find My Way Home. That's why Chad's blog post is getting so much traffic, because our website gets 25,000 unique visitors a month. And it's been around for a really, really long time. So we have a lot of authority. So that's that for that. That's it for that. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Second Opinion Loan Officer podcast. If you have any questions about anything that we're doing, you can explore the links below. You can also click on my Calendly appointment, schedule an appointment with me. We can review what you're working on, try to help get you pointed in the right direction, and see if maybe we have a solution that can help save you some time and money putting this together. So I hope this was helpful. We'll see you next time.